Well, the only assumption that the victim of white supremacy can make is that they don't want to change, which makes them white supremacists, because they are suspects anyway. Any white person who is able, according to the code, any white person who is able, underline able, to be a white supremacist probably is one. But you don't want to make the mistake of ever calling a white person a white supremacist, because you have no way of proving it. So you can always say, though, the person could be one. You have no proof that the person is one, or no proof that the person is not one. But you can say, as a victim of racism, you can suspect any white person who is able to be a white supremacist of being a white supremacist. And as long as you have white supremacy as the only government on the planet that affects non-white people on a massive scale, and the bottom line on everything that non-white people think, say, and do, then you have the system of white supremacy in place. So there are no white people, as far as you know, as far as I know, who have effectively countered white supremacy, since the only government is the system of white supremacy. Somebody has to be a white supremacist. But who are these somebodies? You can't say, because you have to answer to the white supremacists when you do say. If you start pointing out people as being white supremacists, or you know, only thing you can do is just ask every white person to do what he or she can to eliminate the system and replace it with a better system, which would be the system of justice. The system of justice in capital letters. But you never assume that any white person that you encounter who is able to be a white supremacist, you never assume that that person is not one. Mm-hmm. You automatically assume that the person is one. That's the logical procedure to take. And even when you talk to white people, you tell them that that's the logical procedure. The logical procedure for anybody to take in a system of white supremacy, since you don't have a master list. So since the system of white supremacy still exists, you can say that those white people who say that they don't believe in white supremacy, one thing is evident: they are completely ineffective. Mm-hmm. Because white supremacy is the only government